guys, my name is Alif and welcome to Adian Teen TV News. Today my friend and I will tell a story about Australia bushfire. So, first and foremost, my friend Dylan will explain about the causes of the fire. Next, Rafi will explain about the extinction of koalas. In the other hand, Lidan will explain about impact of this bushfire to other country. Meanwhile, I will explain about climate change contribution to climate change. And finally, we will analyze how all this has to do with climate change. So don't go anywhere. And I am about to give you a report on how it all started. Approximately more than 16 million acres have gone up to flames. The fire is still going now. This started in late October where lightning struck on Gospers Mountain in New South Wales. The remains of dry trees with little to no rain causes it to ignite and the fire quickly spread. 3 months later, it is still burning. Climate change also plays a role on this fire. While Australia is usually hot and dry in the summer, climate change makes it longer and more frequent periods of extreme heat. High temperatures, strong winds, and dry forests causes a great condition for a powerful fire. Okay guys, I am here right now besides Budewi.
Hello guys, I'm Dewi Rizky. I'm forestry and natural resource management specialist.
Okay, first of all, thank you for your time of giving us your time to answer of some questions that we gave.
Okay, my pleasure to be with you too, Dylan.
Okay, so we're sure that you are aware of Australia bushfire. What are your thoughts on it?
Australia bushfire is a really bad thing happen of the nature because of the global warming and the climate change is really happening, and people could actually know that it is happening. We can actually get rid of it. We just need to cope with it, and we need to be aware and highly alert for all of us.
What impact would you think that it did to our country since we're pretty close to it?
If you're talking about the climate change impact, Indonesia is already being impacted by climate change. If you see the northern coast of Java Island, there's all the inundated areas is already along the coastline. People are drowning. The houses are drowning. People need to change the livelihood. People need to change the work. They are suffering economically and are suffering massively.
What do you think we should do as a neighboring country to Australia bushfire?
Um, as the neighboring country, we need to ask Australia what is actually that Indonesia could help in terms of humanity. And then the second is we need to actually being or conducting all the preventing of global warming and also keep the emission lower and then also contribute highly to the maintain the earth temperature under 2 Celsius degree.
Do you think that Australia's government are doing enough for Australia bushfire?
I don't think the prime minister is doing enough for that because he was in holiday with his family in Hawaii when that happened, and then he didn't go back directly when he heard about those same tragedy, and then that's why and then people in South Australia asked him to step down from the position.
According to the report, many animals are the majority of casualties on Australia bushfire. What are your thoughts on it?
Yes, many animals or biodiversity of Australia are in danger because lots of animals, lots of plants also get burned, and then it actually a problem, an issue. I mean.
What examples of kind of animals that you think are going to be extinct?
Do you know wombat and koala are the endemic animals from Australia. Australia is one continent that no other place in the world having those animals. If there are no newborns from those species, then they will become extinct.
Do you think that a devastating bushfire will happen every year? And how do you think we need to do to prevent things like this to happen again?
Yes, it happens every year, like Indonesia, bush and forest fires happening every year. What we need to do is just plant a lot of trees in every region, in every continent, on the world.
What advice would you likely to give to us on our generation?
Okay, your generation, you need to actually get awareness of how important of planting trees. If you plant trees in the next 20 years, you'll be safe from global warming. So you need to teach your children and your next generation to plant trees.
Okay, that is all. Thank you, Dewi.
My pleasure, Dylan. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Zidane. Obviously, the contribution to climate change have led to increase in frequency and severity, from what scientists call fire weather, a period of high fire risk due to combination of warmer temperatures, lower humidity, lower rainfall, and the amount of wind. Nevertheless, this fire weather season has expanded to around 25% of the Earth's surface and has resulted in an increase of about 20% in the average time span of fire weather season based on observational, observational data. Naturally, according weather patterns have played an important role in creating the right condition for the forest fires. Although the effects of human-driven climate change are also exist in the mix.
Now, I, Rafi, will give you a report on koalas' living conditions in Australia's bushfire. Now, what are koalas? It should be noted that koalas are mammals that has a lifespan of 13 to 18 years old with a mass of 4 to 15 kilograms. Also, koalas are already endangered before the fires came. For decades, humans have hunted koalas from their pet and destroyed their habitats through deforestation. Additionally, between 1788 and 2010, the koala population in Australia was decreased by 95%. But after this year's fire season, experts all believe that koalas are in danger of extinction unless policy changes are put in place to save them. Now, koalas' only real defense is to climb up trees, and since there's eucalyptus, a vegetation where it can adapt in normal fires, which means the fires won't be able to reach on top of trees. However, since bushfires are contributing to climate change, it makes Australia hotter by day, making fires burn rapidly and intensely. Obviously, this condition makes it impossible for koalas to survive by themselves. Furthermore, as the days goes by, Australia gets hotter and hotter, eventually burning koalas' habitats and food. Without a doubt, if this keeps up, koalas will definitely extinct.
But we're not done yet. I'm here to talk about the impact to other countries Australia bushfires has caused. Australia bushfires has a big role in climate change. It makes ozone holes and makes other countries a lot hotter. The main causes of the smoke are from the fires all over Australia.
As we can see from these clips from the helicopter, people are desperately trying to help. And also, for a fact, firefighting experts from the United States, Canada, and New Zealand have been working in Australia for weeks. Military support from Singapore and New Zealand is currently being coordinated with the Australian Defence Force. This just shows how much effort people from other countries are trying to stop the Australian bushfires. That is all from me. Back to you, Alif.
Australia is now around 1.4 Celsius warmer than the global average temperature in the pre-industrial period. To summarize today's news, we start with the fact that forest fires in Australia are generally affected by starting in late October when lightning struck Mount Gophers in New South Wales. The remains of dry trees will, with little to no rain, causes it to ignite and the fire quickly spreads. And two, and then the koala population in Australia continued to decrease due to deforestation and forest fires. Now, after the fire in 2019, koalas can be declared as endangered of extinction. Three, apart from that, Australia bushfire has a big role on the climate change. It makes ozone holes and make other countries a lot hotter, in particular. Number four, moreover, contribution to climate change has led to an increase in frequency and severity of wild weather. Also, the effects of human-driven climate change also exist in the mix for forest fires. Thank you, Zidane. Obviously, the contribution to climate change have led to increase in frequency and severity from what scientists call fire weather, a period of high fire risk due to combination of warmer temperatures, lower humidity, lower rainfall, and the amount of wind. Nevertheless, this fire weather season has expanded to around 25% of the Earth's surface and has resulted in an increase of about 20% in the average time span of fire weather season based on observational observational data. Naturally, according weather patterns have played an important role in creating the right condition for the forest fires. Although the effects of human-driven climate change are also exist in the mix. That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our website for all the rest of the stories. See you. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.